Playing music is my passion. That's where I lose my mind and in the present moment, and that's really my thing. Every musician wants to be a rock star when they grow up. And I figured that's what I was going to do. I remember I had this conversation with my dad one time. I was like 14 or something. And I was telling him, Dad, I know what I want to be when I grow up. He's going, oh, what? I said, a drummer. He said, well, you know, Raymond, you know, that's great, you know, go for it. But you might want to think about having something to fall back on in case the drummer thing didn't work out. Thought about it for a while, so I took up the bass guitar as a backup. I was living in Kings Beach at Lake Tahoe, and Marty, a friend of mine, was going to open a restaurant. Just off the top of my head, I said, well, who's going to make your sign for you? And Marty looked at me and he goes, do you know how to do it? I told him, yeah, I can carve a sign for you. And I think about it now, it's like I had no money, no tools, no woodworking experience. I'm a working musician, barely making it, and a baby on the way. But I was pretty sure I could do it. You know, when you're young, you kind of, that works to your advantage sometimes. So that's how I got my start. I borrowed $30 from my dad, and I bought my first two tools, which I still use every day, a mallet and a gouge. The gouge itself used to be about this much longer than it is now. By sharpening it, it's gotten shorter and shorter. You can just see the soul in it. My studio's in my home. When an artist says studio, that's code word for garage. So I've been working out of my garage for 46 years now. It's in Northern California in Grass Valley, nestled in the Sierra Nevada foothills. Most of the wood I use is a Malaysian hardwood. It's called, get ready for this, Jalutong. It comes from a rubber tree in Malaysia. It's the type of rubber that they use for chewing gum. So it's hard to find, it's expensive, but it carves like nothing else. It's beautiful, nice blonde colored wood. So it goes from raw wood, and then there's a stain/sealer, a penetrating oil stain that goes on. It's just like really a lot of it, so the wood just drinks this up. It goes from a drawing to transferring it onto the wood. What I do is called relief carving. It's an illusion. There's some things you can do to fool the eye into thinking that it's deeper than it is. One of those tricks is the use of perspective. There's a specific process for doing that. Cut in your outlines, take away the background, put in your layers, add shapes, add detail. A good composition will have many layers of overlapping objects. For example, if you look at my chest here as a level, and when I put my arm over my chest, now there's 2 levels. Then I put my other arm over here, that's 3 levels. So the more layering that you get, the greater the illusion of depth to the viewer. Objects that are closer to the viewer are larger and more detailed. And as they get further away from the viewer, they get smaller and fuzzier. And then to take that into the color stage, which is where it really comes to life, because you can do some things with color that increase that illusion of depth too. Dark recedes away from the viewer and light comes forward. My favorite part is the very end when I'm putting the color on. It's like, wow, that looks really good. It's really magic. I was getting near my 40s. I get a phone call. It was from the senior graphic designer, that top guy at Disney Imagineering. He saw some of my work at a restaurant, and he got my number from the owner of the restaurant, and that's how I got that lead. That is just a lucky break. I've done quite a few carvings for Disneyland. Last time I was there, I counted, there was 14 still there. So those would include the Indiana Jones Adventure, Country Bear Jamboree, Country Bear Playhouse, Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Pooh Corner, Splash Mountain, Hungry Bear Restaurant, and more. The work I've done for Disney, their theme parks, have been seen by hundreds of millions of people all over the world. This is part of people's childhood. It's a powerful thing. In addition to the signs that I carve, there's doors, fireplace mantles. I'm doing these serving platters right now. I recently gotten into doing tikis just because I just wanted to try it. I'm not pretending to be a Polynesian tiki carver, just playing with it. Super fun. I've been doing this a long time, 46 years now, and you can kind of look back and learn some things. So what I learned there was your greatest asset isn't your education, it's not your ability, it's not your good looks, it's not the quality of your work, it's your persistence. And here's another one. Always do your best work, because you don't know who's going to see that. And that turned out to be true in my case. Everyone is an artist, whether you know it or not. Part of the human condition is to create. And when we do that, it really puts us in touch with our core spirit and who we are. That's why we're here. We're born to create.